Today, we're unboxing a new bike, and I consider myself very lucky to be doing so. I could just ride one of these very capable mountain bikes, but that capability could get me into trouble. For the last few months, I've been recovering from a surprisingly complicated injury, and so maybe a road bike wouldn't be such a bad idea. And this is absolutely a road bike, except it's for every type of road. Road bike doesn't usually have a clutch on the derailleur. This is a gravel bike. You can ride it on the road. It probably bears more resemblance to a road bike than it does a mountain bike. So right now, while I'm healing, way fewer ways for me to get hurt or mess myself up. I get to explore. I still get to go out into the woods. This thing is a commuting weapon. Suppose you find a route to your place of work. That's 4 miles of asphalt, 10 miles of gravel, and a mile of single track. Doing it on a pure road bike would be plain old silly, and doing it twice per day on an Enduro bike would get old pretty fast. That's where a gravel bike shines. As compared to a pure road bike, a gravel bike has a heavier frame, disc brakes, and lower tire pressure. Speaking of tires, this bike has a wide fork and rear triangle that can accommodate some pretty hefty rubber. The seating position is also more laid back for comfort and stability. You have to supply your own pedals. Sometimes a mountain bike will come with a set of flat pedals just to get you going, but on a road bike, it's all about being clipped in. I'm not gonna clip in because I can't have something tugging on my foot. So I'm gonna put some flat pedals on it, and then maybe when I'm better, I'll throw SPDs on. That's what I use. Stickers. This bike is made to get you places, so it has plenty of mounting points for bottle cages and luggage racks. And the road-style handlebars allow you to switch up your grip, so your hands don't fall asleep. I'm gonna finish dialing this gravel bike and attempt to take my first ride in months. But before we take it anywhere, we'll work out the final adjustments here on Berm Peak. Let's give this thing a little test out in the yard. Oh, ooh. So what's good about the flat pedals is if the front of my foot is hurting, I could dig in a little bit more with my heel, put my heel on the pedal just to make it through a climb. Whereas with clipless pedals, you can't really change the position of your feet on the fly. So this will be good for now. If I can get into this much trouble on a gravel bike, I shouldn't be touching a mountain bike. Pedaling is great rehabilitation for my leg and foot, but doing so on a stationary bike just isn't fun enough to make up for the pain. Plus, on a real bike, you can't just stop whenever you want. Eventually, you need to get home again, and so there's always that element of necessity that makes you do more. Admittedly, I always thought gravel bikers were masochists, and maybe some are. But losing my mobility gave me a new appreciation for the act of going somewhere. And if I could revisit all the gravel ride invitations I've declined in the past, I might accept a few. That was enjoyable. It wasn't that hard. Walking from here to there was the hardest part, but we've been going all downhill. So waterfall is my reward. That's the payment. riding back up to the lot was easy, really easy, if a bit uncomfortable. I even enjoyed climbing. I lost it? Could gravel rides be my path to recovery? This video was supposed to end very differently. I was supposed to go on another ride in the gravel bike. It was supposed to get easier. I was supposed to go longer, but instead that weekend I spent 2 entire days writhing in pain because on every crank, my foot was bending up and my big toe and the one next to it was bending down and pushing into the shoe, pulling on the tendon. And so finally I got my answer and I'm gonna need more surgery. I'm gonna get surgery again, spend time in bed again, and then spend time on crutches again, and then spend time in physical therapy again. In any case, it really was good to get out on that gravel bike. I really enjoyed it, and I think that's gonna be the first thing I do once I'm able to sort of pedal again, except this time I'm actually gonna make progress and get better and better each time. Thanks for all your messages on Instagram. You guys rock. Some of you have it worse than me, and if that's the case, I really hope you get better too. Thanks for riding with me today. I'll see you next time.